Hello, everyone. My name is Frenetica. Last week, I'm like, what day is it? Last week, I did the unboxing of Arirang and I talked about my initial thoughts on the album. I lost three subscribers, and that's okay. I like the album. I really like the songs. There are some songs that I love. I just feel there's a lack of cohesion in the album. And I don't know if I will be able to explain it someday. What do I mean by a lack of cohesion? Because, of course, there is an organization to the album. There's a first part and a second part. The first part encompasses songs that are hard hitting, fast paced. And then the second part of the album is a more toned down, sentimental side of the album. I wanted to mention that I heard the hidden song that came in the LP for Arirang, and it was a specific LP. Not all LPs got it. And I felt so. Ugh, that is what I meant. The song, it is a funny song because it is constructed in a very funny way. It does remind me to the Imagine Dragons guys or the guy who sings na, 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 beautiful things that has become a meme. And I think he's produced by that guy from Imagine Dragons, if I'm not mistaken. At the same time, it's so different to that. There are certain points in the song. I'm listening to the synths that they use, and I know that Yoongi played the synths. I swear to God, I'm listening to Daft Punk. That is such a good song. I feel I can hear the contribution from Yoongi as a producer and I don't know how to express this. Again, I'm really busy with school. I'm procrastinating right now. But you can hear the touch that Yoongi put into this song. It does remind me of that boom clap. And boom clap is not the right word because that is like boom bap or that reminds me of hip hop. Like that anthem rock particular to Imagine Dragons or 21 Pilots, but at the same time, it takes just that line of those types of songs and immerses it with other genres. Then we at second part of the song, I can hear glimpses of the synths and the way synths were used by Daft Punk in like the late 80s. I thought it was a brilliant song. Everybody's talking about how it is a song for ARMY. I think it is a song for ARMY, and I think most songs for ARMY in BTS discographies have been hidden songs. Also, people are relating it to the issue with the scooter with Yoongi. I don't know if it was or not. It is clearly an emotional song. It's clearly him expressing his sorrowness in having been away for so long, feeling inadequate, etc. The part from RM truly breaks my heart. He plays with metaphors, even though he says he hates metaphors so well. I can see that he is talking about three different things in that one verse: knocking at your door, falling down, blood on the floor, checking your door. All of that, I can think of three different scenarios and metaphors to use. And then Hobie, again, I think that Hobie is one of the members that shows that he believes in himself and he's not that doubtful, but he expresses those doubts in this song. I do think it was a mistake to have it only in the LP. If it was like an army song, I think it should have been in all album. I understand the restraint that BTS is at because they are putting a massive album. Fees for the album most likely have already been paid, either with loans against the shares of the company. It's difficult to explain logistics, but what I've been thinking of is that part of the logistics of the tour right now is going to be affected because of the oil crisis that has been created because of the situation in the Middle East. As long as oil keeps getting trapped, or even people keep saying that they're gonna BOMB the production plants, that would be a disaster for the economic system. That will most likely make the cost of the tour so much more. So I hope that they had contracts and like let's set the price in advance and that there is not like a variable price in their contracts. I understand that they need to sell and I don't understand that they need to have as many albums because they really are the funders of the company. Like they fund, like actually the funders, the funding, like adding monies to the funds. I just felt I love the song. I like the song. It made me cry. Like Swim made me cry. But I did feel a little bit of sadness. I can hear the touch of Yoongi in this song very clearly. And that is what I meant when I say that I feel that Arirang feels lost. I feel it feels lost because there were too many voices and too many competing ideologies. I don't really particularly feel that they committed to the Arirang project, even though they do talk in Body to Body, in Hooligans. There's a lot of exploration about feeling alienated in the industry. In 2.0, I think, oh, by the way, I the 2.0 music video, I thought it was amazing. If you had seen my a few posts of back, I love Park Chan-wook. I have decided he's my favorite contemporary director of anywhere, anytime, any genre. He has an ability to create amazing characters, specifically made blood, and that is what makes them so beautiful. The Handmaiden is incredible. I still love Decision to Leave. No Other Choice was amazing. I had been watching Old Boy, but I had to pause it. So I started watching it in around middle of January, and I had to pause. So I thought it was amazing that they got inspired by Old Boy. I love Park Chan Wook. Didn't you feel when they were going through the scene that repeats the where the camera pans and in the movie it is a one shot and then they end up in the top of the building? Didn't you think it was the top of the building of Hype? I think it was specifically made to be looked like that, to say like, yeah, what's up? They mentioned something about, hey, you're trying to pay your debt. I think that was specifically made as a diss to all of the haters, but specifically Min Jin, who I hate. I really hate that woman. And other groups in Hive were also like, they were feeling a little bit of braveness. So I like that they addressed it and that they did it in such a creative way, paying homage to Park Chan Wook. He's my favorite. I think Bong Joon Ho has an amazing, I think he's the only one who can particularly touch on class issues in such an insightful way. But I thought that Park Chan Wook hadn't done it as well, and he was able to do it so well in No Other Choice. Oh my god, this is a huge tangent. Anyways, I love the video. I think it was amazing. Again, Swim makes me cry. It's the song that I needed to hear. 2.0, I love it. The music video, I love it. I love that they interview Park Chan Wook. I love the reference to Old Boy. I feel a little bit sad that I'm able to see this hidden song, hear it, hear the touch of Yoongi, and what we could have had. It's not that I don't like the songs. I like the songs. I truly love all of the songs in the album. It's just that they seem a little bit like convolvulated. And when I said that I felt that there were too many hands, I still hadn't finished watching the documentary. I had watched until Bang Shi-hyuk was like looking at things, but I hadn't looked at the discussion that they had where Bang Shi-hyuk wanted to make the Arirang part longer on Body to Body, that Nicole Kim wanted more English songs. And once I watched it, I was like, yeah, I was right. There were too many people in this album. I do still believe that they need to listen to the album, the REM album Out of Time. They specifically broke not only with the rules of the music at the time, but with what the disquera or like the record label wanted and what they could do themselves. And they broke them, and instead of like just going on the wayside, they revolutionized the music industry. They created grunge. They created an album that is, it's truly an amazing album. And I think that's what BTS needed to do. And I think that they need to stop pressuring them into solidifying their legacy, because that only contributes into the idea that they're old and that they need younger voices to help them out. They don't need younger voices. They are young. There is a pervasive feeling in the K-pop industry that once you hit 25, you're like ready to die. No, they are young artists. Artists only get better with age. Part of like what they do with art is their brain, and their brain doesn't start like decaying really in a bad way until later in life. And you still have the Rolling Stones and Aerosmith touring until they were like 90, or they still have a lot to say. I just feel they need to find their voice. I promise I will come back with a full review, a more structured video. Please don't unsubscribe. My videos are already not getting seen by anyone. But if you like the videos, please like, write a comment just for the algorithm. I promise it makes the whole world like, whenever I see a comment, it lights up my whole day and my whole week. My channel is just, I feel like it's in the pantheon of all channels. It's like on the where people lay to rest. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Just comment for the like or the algorithm. If you disagree with me, please even write that you disagree with me. I want to hear what you disagree with. Just don't insult people. I love BTS. I love them. I want the best for them. I hope that they're getting ready for the tour. I hope that RM is getting better. And I hope that the tour starts and ends without any issues. So thank you for watching. Until next time, remember to be excellent to one another.